Hello guys, welcome to my Vauxhall Corsa Glovebox light install. It's more for the cars what didn't have the Glovebox light as standard. So basically I'll be showing you how to do it. Yeah, let's get to it. So we're inside my Vauxhall Corsa now, and as you can see in the glove box, it's got the light up there. Some models don't come with this as standard. However, the glove box will come with a space to fit the light. Just comes out like that, and yeah, you can add it in. And as you can see from this, I've obviously added the extra wire. But we're gonna go and do a nice clean install to make it much easier and neater for you. So you want to start off with whacking these screws out here. Over there, I'll shine the torch on it. It's there. If you're gonna focus, yep. And so there's two screws that hold it in underneath here and here. It's pretty easy. The two T20s, so I'm just gonna use T20 screwdriver and whack them out. There's a seal down the side, so you want to be careful of doing that and just pull it out of place. Carefully so you don't rip the seal and everything. And also there's the airbag there, so kind of don't want to be fucking around too much over there. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. So now the glove box is out of the way, you're exposed with a fuse box and, well, the motor and everything for the fan. Ideal grounding spot, just to show you here now, is here, because there's a metal bar what goes across to support the radio and the dashboard. One thing you will need to buy though is a fuse adapter. I use the one there, which powers the locking mechanism for the boot, but it's an always live circuit, so it's perfect for what I need, because this is switched on the glove box. If you can see, don't buy one of these from Euro car parts. Terrible. Yeah, there. Just there is the button mechanism, so it turns off after you've finished with the glove box light. Just a side note is there could be a wiring harness for this, and therefore it's quite convenient. Just have to buy the light unit from scrapyard or something like that. But mine didn't come with this, that's why I'm having to do this install. So we'll get straight to it now. Right, so now we're outside of the car. You'll need a connector for the light. I just cut that off from a scrap car, and you'll need a length cable, you'll need some O-rings and a fuse adapter. This is a 15 amp actually. You'll also need some crimp connections, or you can solder them. You can use both. Soldering is probably better because it's a more permanent connection. However, you can use both really. You need this for the grounding, which I showed you at that grounding point before. Fits perfectly in there, and that fits in the boot locking fuse, so I can use that. I'm going to resolder these because I think it'd look a little better with a bit of conduit, and we'll install it on the car. So that's all you'll need really. Doesn't cost much if you can get it from a scrap car or something like that. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute when we put them back in the car and install it all. So I've just done the soldering now, soldered underneath there and over there. I've put it inside the conduit, so looks all professional and Vauxhall-like now. So we'll go and install it on the car now. Right, so now we'll just whack this bolt out. Well, it's actually a screw, but no, we don't take that out. And you need to get your new fancy wiring harness. Put it behind here. All Vauxhall money saving this malarkey. All Vauxhall money saving. Just need to pull the sort of casing forward a bit. There we go. Like that. So now I've put it between the metal and the plastic. It's all metal, to be fair, because it's got the little insert. You want to put the bolt through both sides of it and just tighten it up. Simple as that, really. I'll just whack out the screwdriver. Got to make sure it's fairly tight though, because you're putting something between the plastic and the metal, and you don't want it rattling, really. It's just a piece of shit if it starts rattling. So you got all the rest of the harness down here, and you need to plug this into the fuse box over here. I'll just do that now. There we go, plugged it in place. I'll run the conduit back in place, and then basically all you need to do is feed the conduit through the hole here in the glove box, slap the light in, and then we're done. So I'll get back to you when I'm just about to put the glove box back in. There's a sort of better view for you to see, actually. I've just, because my footwell lights are on, I've just run the conduit all the way up there, and it goes into the fuse box there. Nicely done. And then the cable just goes inside there. So this time I'll put it on, and I'll be back in a minute. So yeah, basically done now. Just tighten them up, the 4 screws. This did get in the way though underneath there, and I didn't realise till I'd put the other screws at the top, and I was like, oh great, it's not fitting very well. So now all you need to do is basically just plug it in the light. I'll try and do this. Slightly difficult whilst you've got both hands taken up. There we go. Right, and you want to feed the wire back up through the hole back. All of the conduit was completely pointless, really, because you'll never fucking see it. However, it's just neater, really. And I suppose if my soldering ever does come loose or anything like that, at least it can never get live on anything. I just want to test it. That's fine. You want to push this out before you put it in so that it'll go back in easier. There you go, basically done now. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and do more helpful, handy videos like this, really. And I like doing the mechanic stuff as well, so you'll probably see starter motor in the future. So thanks very much, and see you later.